They want to go because there was a cute girl there, you know, over the free food that they were having afterward. But when I was 13 years old, my life took a completely different turn. I was on my way home from basketball practice, and my grandmother called me to tell me that my dad was just killed. And my dad was shot to death by 23 bullets. Honestly, at that moment, I wanted to give up on life, you know. I thought, if there's a God, he obviously does not love me, because where was he in the moment where my dad was being shot to death, you know?
Exactly.
That's exactly what
was
going through my mind.
So where's God?
And I lived in a depression for a long time, you know. And I tried looking for happiness in drugs and in alcohol and in sex, because I thought that was
that's just being stupid.
Yeah, you know, I was being stupid.
Well, sex, no.
That's a pain reliever.
Sex is going to help
I thought it was going to bring me happiness, you know.
It does. It brings me happiness.
Yeah, it was temporary, you know, but something that I learned is that if we put our happiness in temporary things, our happiness will be temporary.
Well, our lives are temporary.
Exactly.
So,
you know, but one day this guy tells me, he's like, yo man, you want permanent happiness? He says, cry to Jesus. And in my mind, I'm
sounds like a con. Sounds like a con artist to me.
Exactly. It sounded just like that to me too. I was thinking the same thing as you, man. I thought, man, little kids get molested in this world, you know. Girls get raped. My dad was just shot. I don't need Jesus, you know.
Exactly. There you go. Who needs Jesus?
But I told him, you know what? If Jesus could put a smile on my face, if he could
whoa.
That's a 50 Cent line.
What makes you think
Jesus? Hey, it's somebody named Jesus on this train right now.
What makes you think Jesus did anything for you?
Well, he was just telling me how Jesus died for me on the
cross. A guy told you about Jesus, but what makes you think Jesus did anything for you? Someone telling you about Jesus isn't you doing something to
Did you drive me the station that I'm get out?
Well, that's why
it's the last station.
No,
Willow.
for the next train. What station?
Willow. We get off at Willow. Get off at Willow.
It's the same station. The mall? Oh, what state that?
Transit Mall. Transit Mall. Stop.
I didn't write.
TRANSIT. TRAT.
Oh, right.
Like, it's in those moments in our life where we just need to have faith. You know? That's what God is all about. It's about faith.
Doesn't right.
Faith is believing in something that you cannot see. Obviously,
faith isn't believing in something that you know ain't true.
That's having faith is like, I can have faith in you, man. Like, let's say I trust you and doing a faith.
Having trust isn't faith. See, faith is without reason.
Hey, what happens if we don't believe?
If you don't believe in Jesus, then
I don't believe in you.
Look, I'll quote you. My favorite verse in the Bible is in John 3:16. And you guys have probably heard it. You know, you probably know it. It says, for God so loved the world.
Why should we believe? What about all the other worlds that have life on them out there in the universe?
For whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Why should we believe in any of that?
I mean, like you heard the saying, right? To each his own. But all I want to do is just share with you guys.
But why should we believe that?
I mean, you don't have to.
But if you don't give us any reason to believe in it, there's no reasonable person should believe in it.
Okay.
Because if you make an assertion about something existing, like a God exists, that's a scientific claim, and you need to have scientific evidence and support for it. You can't just say something exists and say, well, you should decide for yourself, because you're asking other people to be as gullible as you are. And that's no way to know about how the world works.
You know, because this man, in the moments of my crisis,
not gonna win. This man is
in the moments of the crisis in my life, you know, God was there.
All I'm saying is that you're arguing and standing trying to give somebody on this train some good word. Some good word. Very point blank. It's not the fact that Jesus exists.
And if you scream louder, you're right. If you scream loudest, you're right.
It's the point of he goes in here by whatever deity that the universe has out there.
What makes you think there is a deity?
What makes you think that there's not?
Well, you're the one with the positive assertion. You're the one that's saying there is.
What I'm saying is that there's no reason for a negative Nancy to come along.
That's the negative Nancy. This is a negative Nancy right here. When someone lies to people,
he's sharing his goods just like they were sharing their goods. He's checking on the train. He doesn't have anything else to bless anyone with but his good words. So let him share his good words.
Okay, if he wants to share himself, if he wants to share what he has to say, then I will share what I want to say. It's called communication. That's how the world works. You can say that that's good, but that doesn't mean it's good. Do you understand? If you're not going to let me get a word in edgewise, well then, you know.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
If you're not going to let me talk, well then I'm not going to let you talk. We can sit here and just not talk to each other. We can keep talking to each other and not getting anywhere. That works fine for me. I can sit here all day and rattle my mouth without having a conversation.
I honestly didn't mean to start any of this.
Oh, you didn't! Oh, you didn't! Really? Really? You came on here talking about things that don't exist, and you don't think you start this?
I too was raised in the church, and not saying that I do believe in Jesus.
Why is it not any religion that tries to push upon
What I am
themselves
saying is
anywhere
right is
else?
right and what's wrong is wrong, and you, sir, were wrong for being an asshole to
Oh, I'm wrong. I'm wrong for questioning what someone says is true. If someone says something is true and it doesn't show to be true, it's very good to question it and to ask, why are you saying this is true when there's no reason to show it's true? It's bad to say something is wrong, it's true, when there's no reason to show it's true. That's called an irrational belief, but you wouldn't know that because you don't know how to think properly. You can call me an asshole, but I'm just expressing myself just like he did. So you can go ahead and say I'm an asshole, that's fine, but I'm just giving my expression just like he is. And just because I don't support your imaginary friend doesn't mean that I'm doing something wrong. I'm an atheist, and I'm allowed to have a voice just like you are.
I believe that Obama is the reason why the world is the way it is, right?
What is Obama responsible for everything? What is that?
If it's your belief, it doesn't fucking matter. That's
it does though.
The point is that
A belief can be an irrational belief. You can have a belief that's wrong. You can have a belief that's wrong. You can say things about the world that are incorrect, and you need to be corrected when you say something that are wrong.
That's why you were wrong. That's why you were wrong. Because you were an asshole.
Because people can be wrong. Because they can be wrong. Is there an on-off switch? Is there an on-off switch? Where's the string?
I was trying to find yours.
If someone keep pulling the string on you, because it just never stops.
I want to give him a hug.
All right.
I want to give him a hug. I want to give him a hug.
Baby, I'll give you more than a hug. I think that you're such a wildfire. I would love that.
You need to spend some time with my words first, so maybe you'll get some positive.
I need to spend time with someone who actually can carry on a conversation and not blah 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 blah.
I want to have a conversation.
You didn't let me speak.
I know you weren't letting him speak.
I did let him speak. We're having a conversation. You just didn't like that and let him continuously speak. You think that he should have been. Let me talk. Let me talk. Let me talk.
You said 2 words and you cut him off.
Oh, we are having a conversation. We are having a conversation.
Listening to him from the minute he started speaking.
Maybe it's right that I was. Maybe it's right that I was. Maybe it's right that I was.
It's right that you were being condescending.
Yes.
Exactly. That's what
Yes.
That he's stupid.
Let me.
He said that his.
I will tell you why, but you don't listen. Are you gonna let me tell you why? Are you gonna tell? If you don't let me tell you why, that just lets me know that you don't know how to think properly.
And hopefully, God or Zeus or Jesus or whoever the.
Zeus is the man. Don't disrespect Zeus.
Hopefully, when Zeus comes and you answer to Zeus,
yes.
you won't be kicking it down.
No. Thor will have my side. Thor will be there for me. You got the big hammer.
Hey man, look, bro. The same way that you say Zeus is the man, I say that Jesus is the man because he was there for me when nobody else was.
How do you know Jesus was there for you?
Zeus was there for you.
If Zeus is there for you and Zeus is there for you, that's great. you know, then you guys don't have to hear me out. Maybe there's somebody in here in this train who does need those words. You know?
When you,
I want to have a conversation.
I understand. It's good to have a conversation, and I agree with you.
I want to hear your opinion.
Okay, I'll speak. When you say that something is true, you say a God is true or anything is true, you just want to say Tinkerbell is true or anything like that, you are making a scientific assertion. You're saying that this thing exists somewhere in reality. That's a scientific assertion. And in order for that to be a reasonable conclusion, a reasonable belief, it needs to be based on scientific evidence. Not just, well, I believe it because I feel like it's true. That's not a way of knowing that it's true. That just says that you don't know the answer and you want to believe anyways. That's called being gullible, ignorant, and that's not how you obtain the truth. If you said here, if you said that God was real here today, and you showed us that there is a God, well then I love reality, and I will acknowledge the existence of your God, and because I can change my mind, and I will change my mind if it shows to exist. But if all you have is, I believe in a God, and you should discover for yourself, that's not offering me information I can go by.
What if I say that you don't have a mind because I can't see your brain, so therefore you don't have a mind?
Well,
none of us have a brain.
That's an analogy.
Exactly.
That's not
you need to believe that you have a mind, right? Because you think with your mind. So I feel with my heart, and I feel that Jesus is on my heart. So you feel you have a mind to think that there is no God.
Feelings
I use my mind, and I use my heart to think that Jesus is real. You're 2,000 years ago, and we're here in the Metrolink station. We're talking 2,000 years later about somebody who died on the cross. That's a historical fact.
We don't know that he actually lived.
Jesus actually.
No, Jesus most likely didn't exist.
BC before Christ.
No, BCE before the Common Era, CE the Common Era. We don't really do that.
After the day of our Lord.
We have which was Caesar, which was actually Caesar.
I mean, well, you believe that, right? You believe that it was Caesar, and I believe that it was Jesus.
Okay, but
it all ties into what you believe, man. You know what makes
it does tie into what you believe, but what you can believe is wrong. You can believe something that's incorrect.
That's how you treat the other person. And right now you're acting like an asshole.
No.
That's who you are, bro.
No.
How is he an asshole just because it's not great?
You know,
dude, everything he said out of it, everything he said out.
Go ahead.
Everything he said out of his mouth has been scientifically, grammatically correct.
Scientific.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, obviously you can't. Okay, typical Caucasian shit. That's correct. That's hysterical. Typical Caucasian.
Science been disproved. That's all I want to know. How many times does someone can say science proved this? They go right back around and say science disproved.
You can't use your feelings to substantiate the existence of anything.
No, science proves it. You're right. HIV can be cured. But personally,
there's no personally. There has to be testable.
But that's how you feel.
No, that's the way science works.
But that's how science works.
Exactly. And science is how we know about how the world works.
It's a theory, right?
No, it's not. You know theory.
See where you go.
Hey, the Big Bang theory.
The Big Bang theory. The Big Bang theory rests on facts. God doesn't rest on facts.
And that's why you teach me something. Show me some books. Show me some ISBN numbers. Show me something to prove.
Sorry, are you talking still? I didn't. What? What? What's that?
You were setting him up, but you can't argue with her. I don't see you winning that one.
Well, she got a motor in there.
I'm not trying to argue with anybody.
I know you get argue with his facts.
Look, man, if you're an atheist, I want to know why you're an atheist.
He's not an atheist. You're not even listening to him. He's not an atheist.
I am an atheist.
Yeah, well, that's not the point.
Look, no matter what, man, everybody has faith. If you're an atheist,
Everybody what?
everybody has faith.
I do not use faith in the context you use it, sir.
Well, you use faith in a different context.
No, I don't. Probably not. Faith means without reason.
But you said you don't use faith in the context that I
No, I do not.
So therefore, you use it in a different context.
No, it doesn't. It means I don't. That doesn't mean I use it in any other way. It just means I don't use it in the way you do. Sorry.
So, you don't use it the way that I do, but you don't use it in the
I might not use it any other way. I didn't state whether I did or not. I just said I don't use it in your way.
You have faith that what you believe that there's no God. You believe that there's no God.
I don't necessarily believe. If I say there's no God, I only say it with as much with as much confirmation as I would say there is no Peter Pan or Tooth Fairy or Tinkerbell, because we have no evidence for them either. So I can only say with as much confidence as I say those other things. So I can't disprove the existence of God or Tinkerbell or unicorns, but anyone that says Tinkerbell, unicorns, or God exists, it's their burden of proof to show that such a thing exists. And your feelings aren't evidence.
Would you like to do some research on my Science America app, sir? My Science Daily? Would you like to?
Oh, sorry, are you still talking? I didn't catch the end of your sentence in the beginning of your next one.
At least on my Science Daily app, I can quote what the fuck I'm talking about. You can talk about your opinion all day.
I go about science and how it works.
This is why we can't have peace.
You got a degree, 2 degrees?
This is why peace.
What do you know about science?
What do you have? Technical trade
Amaze
school?
me.
What you got? Homeschooling from your mom? What you got?
Why are you talking like that? He hasn't said anything negative about anybody else.
If you think an asshole to somebody, so I'm being an asshole.
You're the only one being an asshole.
I'm your karma.
He hasn't said
I'm
negative.
your karma. So, being an asshole, that's what
This guy hasn't said anything bad about anybody.
He really has.
He hasn't said anything bad about anybody. Really?
The halo! You see the halo? Look at the halo!
I'm pointing out.
You're the most negative person on this train right now.
No, but she's a Christian.
So
Let's fix it all right.
It's okay.
Let's fix it all right.
I'm being negative and I'm correcting my negativity.
He hasn't said one negative thing about
You know, this is not about religion.
Oh, yes it is! Oh, come on!
What religion does, it starts wars. The United States has gone to war because of religion.
So maybe if we... Here, I got a solution. Let's educate religion out of society. Get rid of God, get rid of Jesus, get rid of all that stuff, and only have the truth, have reality, and we're set.
Look, man, religion will tell you have to do this in order for God to love you. But God says, I already love you.
How do you know what God said?
Because God loves us.
How do you know God loves
He
you?
says it in His Word.
How do you know that what word is what He says?
Because I have faith that that's the truth.
So you don't know.
No, I do know.
Oh, you don't know.
Fact.
So you just said you don't know.
I do
I
know.
walk through my neighborhood. I'm still alive. I'm almost 40. I know he's out
There you go.
I know he's out there.
Because He has faith. That's the reason.
Let's go back to wherever he came from.
You're not from these parts.
Obviously.
Not from these parts.
Who? This guy.
Why isn't he from these parts?
Are you?
I'm from Connecticut.
Why?
Thank you, sir.
But I live here. But I live here.
What do you think? He's not from California, so the fuck what?
You don't know how it runs out. Where are you from?
Where am I from?
Yeah, where you live at?
Y'all both aliens.
What is that from Chicago?
Y'all both aliens.
Chicago,
Y'all aliens, man. Compared to y'all aliens.
Is that a plantation thing?
what I do? And then tell me.
What do you do? Why is this a character?
Right here is every block. Every other block is somebody else.
Get off right here. Go chill at that park for 45 minutes. I'm
Chill anywhere out here. Go try to start an argument with anybody out here. A debate.
That's why this is.
Watch that debate. Watch that debate.
You gotta get off the
Don't worry, bro.
I'm just mouth. I'm just strong. If I would have been the wrong black girl,
Hey,